got a couple of errands to run today. Got some business to take care of. It's a good day. It's a good sunny day. I need to be mowing some grass though. I want to talk to you about relationships. Business relationships. Now there's some businesses that deal directly with customers and it's not really a service. They sell retail products. Some people's business are directly sales. All those businesses have to do with relationships. So the business of service is big on relationships. People that do service work are more likely to cancel and switch things around than the average person. Retail, you just walk in, you get it. The product's either available or not available. So it's pretty simple right there. When you're in sales, sometimes your relationship is a sales meeting or something. Sometimes those meetings will be canceled or moved around. And some of those things are understandable. But when you get into business relationships to where that person in the service work is just taking advantage of your time, scheduling things and canceling, scheduling and canceling, or promising a certain service and not fulfilling that service, they are depriving you of time and depriving you of your money, because oftentimes they're not going to reduce their price. You have either already subscribed to it or paid for it, so you're losing out on time and money. And for instance, this is just an example, it's not anybody in particular, but you have a person that says mows lawns at your house, or somebody that sprays bug spray at your house. Some of the things I've done on my channel. And they're supposed to be there at a certain time, and they schedule that work, and you have to be there to meet them. And they call you 30 minutes before saying that they're not going to be able to make it. Something came up, or sometimes this is just simple as something that came up is not an emergency. It's just something they prefer to do, or bad scheduling on their part. So sometimes you understand a couple of those happening every now and then. But when it starts to happen over and over and over with people in service work, just calling and canceling, and even doctor's appointments, doctors would do this. You have a doctor's appointment scheduled, and they'll call you up and say they're on vacation, so we're going to reschedule your appointment when it's good for you. And they're not talking about scheduling the next day or 2 or 3 days down the line. They want to schedule 30 days away. So you've got to do this for another month. And I've experienced that myself, where they move the schedule around because they're on vacation, and sometimes that vacation turned in the 2 months vacation, and they schedule 2 months out for something that you just have to wait on, because you're at the mercy of the insurance company, and you're at the mercy of that doctor or that office or whoever decides to switch that stuff around. And not to say some of these service people that just won't show up again. This is also some of the problem you encounter in the clothing business. You have people that come at you tooth and nail that want you to do a service, that want to do a service for you. Print some shirts, make some shorts, and offer you and tell you they can do anything they can for you. And when you get into business with them and you start telling them what you want, and you start going through these kits with them of how you design your products, they will tell you no. They won't tell you flat out no. They just won't do it. But they'll still expect you to pay, and they'll send you a product that doesn't measure up to your expectations. And when you try to work with them again, they'll just start ignoring you and cut you off. I've had that experience personally. That's why I'm coming in here and saying some of these things. And I know you guys, if you're dealing with any kind of person or business in the service industry, there's going to be this. And I make this video to tell the people in the service industry, you're going to have to do better. It's not the way to do business, because when people do business like that with me, I cut them off, and that's just, that's the end of it. I'm not doing business with people that reschedule, that lie, that do things the way they please, and are not open to my ideas. And they're not suggestions, they're actually demands as a customer. And they're not open to that. We're just not going to do business anymore. So if you're into service work, you need to pay attention and think about some of the things that you do in your business practices. Because owning a business isn't something that you get just to do what you want. You have a customer and you have a service to deliver, and when you don't deliver, people just go elsewhere. So take note. I'm gonna go do my business. So this is what I got done. My certificate. This is the duplicate, and this is the one I'm gonna hang up in my office. This is the original. This one is the one that I'll keep in my house. So these are the frames that I got. This one has the glass front on it. This one, not as much breakage as this one. I think I'm gonna take this sheet and turn it around backwards and have like a little border around the certificate. If I can work it out right, at least that's what I plan. Maybe I have to cut it, maybe I don't. This project I've been meaning to finish for some time. Finally got it finished. Just been on the back burner, really. But this is the one I'm gonna hang up at the gym because the front is less glass, less breakable. And at the gym, I don't wanna take a chance of this thing getting bumped around, falling off the wall, and a bunch of glass go everywhere. So this one's gonna be at home. If I get glass somewhere, it'll be at home. What do you think they look like? That happened when it started to rain, when I took off. That's the life of an SRT owner. So business is done. I got some duplicates, I've got some permits, I've got some gear put on order. And it's funny because these different places I go, especially after COVID, going these different places, standing in line, you have people that they just all up in your space. Even after COVID and people talk about distancing, and when you're checking out and you're at some places, like people stand behind you and you can feel the breath on your neck. But why are you standing that close? And other people are just almost shoulder to shoulder. They're blabbing, talking on the cell phones, and they're just shoulder to shoulder. It's like they're gonna put their arm around you. It's just funny how things change, and you found that people they're always close and up in your space. Something that I've always practiced is keeping my distance away from people. Even before COVID and all that stuff, I just like to have my space. I don't like to be spit on by random people when they talk to other people, because, you know, spit does fly through the air. Catch all that trash at the gas station. Man, I'm calling a wrap on this vlog today, and nothing much going on besides rain and more rain off and on. Doing a little rat killing on this vlog. Thanks for sticking with me. If you made it this far, watch my other videos. Go back and watch my other videos and subscribe to the channel. I want to get the subscription count up, so hit subscribe. Share it with your friend, have them subscribe. If you have a YouTube, subscribe. If you have a YouTube, subscribe, and then subscribe again. But I'll catch you guys on the next one.